pitching staff, guys out of the bullpen, people that don't necessarily start. Now we've got a legitimate starter here going in this Sunday afternoon game.
A couple of big names, a day off. No Quincy Lattimore, no Nick Ward, of course, available to hit.
Not that you're counting.
Nope. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Randy Wen starts his Aces career with a strikeout. Really, really stellar defensive play.
Particularly that left side, as you talked about, Michael, that third base and shortstop.
Here's the 0-1. And called a strike. 30 years of age from San Diego, California. And he sits down Josh Altman, back-to-back Ks. One of the igniting parties skies this out towards left field. And Burke, in that afternoon sun, makes the catch. And it was an issue that the Adelaide dugout took with perhaps Edwards blocking the plate. I don't think anybody else would have, as Bannister spoils this one foul to start against Jansen. You know, you bring up something related to the KBO. Talk about gorillas in Tacoma, Washington.
The B&I gorilla, Ivan.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul tip from Zion.
So bright on a beautiful Sunday.
Aaron Whitefield looming on deck.
Good pitch.
And a pretty breaking ball for strike number 3. So Jansen with a strikeout, and that will bring up Aaron Whitefield. 1 for 5 yesterday, 3 for 16 in the series. Swing and a miss, strike 1 from the right hand of Jansen. And then struck out with 2 in scoring position in the 10th inning last night. Long run over for McCardle. Next thing you know, you're on the air. Here's a ground ball to third. First test for Josh Altman, and passes that with ease. 2 down.
First pitch rather than a night first pitch. That is a wicked breaking ball that Jansen has.
Yeah, we'll see how long Jansen goes in this game. Perhaps most notably Emilio Pagan, 369 career big league appearances. And Robbie Glendening, who hadn't walked in 4 games. He'd been hitting the ball well, but
vibrant services weather, 18 degrees, 57% humidity, light wind, no chance of rain.
This is lined sharply to left field. That's down for a hit. Knight cuts it off. Throw comes into third. Glendening slides, tagged down, and Glendening is safe. Greg Burr with a long single. Here's the 1-0. Good breaking ball. We're seeing a steady dose of those breaking balls from Jansen. Here's the 1-1. Flared to straightaway center. And Fergus makes the catch. The inning is over. A 2-out rally, but nothing comes from it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 left on base through 1 complete. No score from Melbourne Ballpark. GM of the Aces that the Gumtree has been annihilated today on New Year's Eve. First pitch, strike number 1 of the knees to Kendall Simmons from Randy Wen. Missouri Baptist University, native of San Diego, California, and how he tried to get his career going. And Randy Wen, there's a ground ball to third. Very smooth from Darryl George. Throw to first. Nice stretch from Greg Bird. And the stellar defense continues from the left side of the infield. Wen ends up beginning his career in a league called the USPBL. It's the United Shore. And so Randy Wen goes to the USPBL to try and get his professional career going. And he's there for 2 years. Birmingham Bloomfield, one of the most unlikely debuts in MLB history. Randy Wen pitches on a big league mound for the Cincinnati Reds, and what a story. He's out to a good start here in his Aces debut. Not many games left before the playoffs. He'd be ready to get going pretty quickly. 1 ball, 1 strike. On New Year's Eve from Melbourne Ballpark. And a high drive out to left field. Burke, I don't think saw it initially. To his left, he'll make the catch. That is a tough play for Burke, dealing with a brutal sunshine, but 6 batters faced and 6 batters retired by Randy Wen. We go to the bottom of the second with no score from MVP. Dasher and Fisher drinks that they have, though, are really good. First pitch, strike 1 over the inside corner to trying to break through. You know what's coming. He's hit the ball hard. And did pick up an RBI with a stolen base in yesterday's doubleheader. So, and there it is. That's what we were waiting for.
Hey, hey, hey.
First Aces hit for Jimmy Kerrigan. He tries a bunt, and we've seen some good ones in this series, but Jared Dale trying to bunt himself aboard there. Pops it foul. Dale hits this foul. He is scorching hot right now, Jared Dale. But if he could qualify, he'd be among the league leaders. Here's a chopper to short. And only one play for Spence. They get Dale by a half step at first. And Kerrigan safe at second. Here comes Chris Burke. First pitch. A pop foul by Burke, out of play. The rotation, one complete time. And a walk from Jansen to Burke. 2 on, 1 out for Mitch Edwards. Second consecutive inning for the Aces with multiple runners on base. Here's the 1-1. And a breaking ball fouled off by Edwards.
Cameron Wynn up and stretching.
They'd be thrilled if they could get 3 out of him.
Yeah, I agree.
That's stroked out to left field. But playable for Knight, 2 down. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Gonna count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. I thought about Y2K when you mentioned exactly that, but I didn't want to sound like a total fool in asking.
Not at all. People were actually texting me and emailing me.
The bases are loaded now for Aaron Whitefield. Yeah, that's so funny you brought that up. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul by Whitefield.
Maybe Oscar Piastri's dropped in to watch a game.
Max Verstappen just drove by celebrating New Year's. 0-2 here to Whitefield. And a ground ball left side that gets through. Kerrigan scores. Another coming home and the throw to the plate in time. Burke is out. RBI single for Aaron Whitefield. And the Aces cash in with 2-out RBI hit to take the game's first lead, 1-0. Three-0 pitch home. And call the strike at the knees. The things we need to see in Melbourne. Made me feel like a local.
Yeah,
I've been here for a couple of months.
That's right.
I said Southern Cross and Flinders are probably the 2 best to get. Payoff pitch. And called strike 3.
Wow.
7 consecutive retired by Randy Wynn to start his Aces career. At the plate to end the second. Whitefield came through with the RBI single.
Brie snakes for those people not from Australia.
It's like a gummy worm. Yeah, gummy worm.
A little bit.
Kinda.
It doesn't have the sourness to it. But
You said that. I've heard lolly, but I kept thinking lollipop.
I rarely use that word.
Here's Darryl George at third. Has to throw quickly and does. 2 outs. Came June 25th. There's a fly ball out to right. Kerrigan tracking, still going. Look at the Wynn carry that. My goodness.
Yep.
Should have been out number 3, but produced 2 undrafted players to make it to Major League Baseball. Wynn being one of those.
Wow.
And Josh Fuentes, who played at Missouri Baptist University and to the big leagues.
It's a baseball factory.
And here's Chris Burke in left. And for the 3rd consecutive inning, Berkey out there in left has caught the final out. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. And what a start for Randy Wynn. 9 up and 9 down. 1-0 Melbourne on top. Glendenning's already walked once. And had 3-0. We took that all the way. And back in the count, 3-2. Here in this series against Adelaide. There's walk number 2.
There we go.
And Robbie Glendenning has walked now for the 23rd time this year. Here's Greg Bird. Swing and a miss from Greg. He had a sharp single. Really good defensive plays that don't necessarily show up on a highlight reel or a box score.
Oof, good pitch.
He swings and misses. Big strikeout for Cam Wynn. Of course, always tough on a bullpen day. First pitch, strike 1 to DG. 0-1 to count.
Randy Wynn available. Just really elevates that.
Poked over to second base. Flipped the second and on to first. 4-6-3 up play. Ends the 3rd. We're off to the 4th and to the middle innings. That means Ed Wyatt takes over here on Aces TV.
A little nicer for people in the States with a 1 p.m. start here in. That's lined in the left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Over goes Whitefield. Makes a great play. But not in time. And Spence is in with a double. Not sure he needed to slide, but he wasn't taking any chances.
Field to keep it from getting to the wall. If that splits the outfielders and gets to the wall.
He's going to lay down a bunt. Goes foul. Swing and a miss. Fooled him. Off-speed pitch.
Very slick defensive players you've seen.
Yep. That's ripped to George. Scoops it cleanly. Throws to first. Another nice play by Darryl George. Good pitch.
It's like in Major League, the big burly New York Yankee hitter that they...
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball outside corner. No, didn't get it. Or did he? Yes, he did. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply deep to that second base position from Dale and throws out Wingrove again. Looking to even things up here for the Giants. Good pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 outs. Hit sharply to left field. That's a base hit. That's going to be 2 for Kendall Simmons. And that will score a run and tie this game at 1 apiece. Well hit ball by the second baseman.
Too much of the plate. Yeah, ripped down the left field line for an RBI double.
And we'll get set again. 2 outs, 1-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. McCardle fouls that one back. Breaking ball called, 3rd strike. McCardle not happy at all. Does not like the call. Doesn't matter. That ends the inning. It's all tied up between these two very good baseball teams. Kerrigan, big swing and a miss. That's hit into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. McCardle is in perfect position to limit it to 1, but 2-hit day for Jimmy Kerrigan. Leadoff man on for the 3rd inning in a row. Dale fouls that out of play. 2 quick strikes. Kerrigan on first. Dale at the plate. Pushes that into right field, but I think McCardle will get there. He lumbers over. Makes the play. 1 away.
Of that in Cam Gibbons.
That's true.
And
you're right.
Pretty good chance they face each other here in the next couple of innings.
Runner going. Burke fouls it away. Kerrigan doesn't have to retreat back to first. I don't know. It looks like a cast. There he goes again. Kerrigan. Throw from Nava. Kerrigan's under it. Ball gets away from Spence anyway. And a stolen base for Jimmy Kerrigan. Oven mid or not.
Yeah, that's something that you and I really haven't talked a whole lot about yet. Base a whole lot until today. But he adds another dynamic to what the Aces.
Swing and a miss. Burke goes down swinging. 2nd strikeout for Cameron Wynn.
Burke to handle.
Yeah, tricky. Foul off the end of the bat. Strike 1. You might say the Aces had that. That's it sharply to Simmons, but an easy play for the second baseman. And once again, the Aces can't push that run across.
He said, I'm just sitting there watching the game, and all of a sudden, I get a drive-by on being an unassuming guy. I told him we were tired of saying good things about him. So we had to find some bad things to say about him. Just kidding.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The Canadian fans in the first series. Good pitch from Gibbons. Kerrigan goes down swinging.
Execute what you want to execute. Go.
Andrick Nava stepping in now.
And we haven't seen a walk yet from an Aces pitcher. So
fouled back. Good pitch. 2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch. 2nd straight strikeout. Just outside, well blocked by Edwards.
A map of both countries, the U.S. and Australia.
Runner going, that's hit well. That is hit very well, and that is gone. Cade Fergus, who has had a very good series, puts that over the left field fence and gives Adelaide the lead. Wow.
Yeah, that one stings. Gibbons has been so good this year, but the fifth, another look at it. Pitch elevated. Caught way too much to the plate, and there was nothing that Burt could do about it.
Nah, he just turned and looked. He's had a very good series, young Cade Fergus. From Canberra. Pitched at South Alabama and Delta State. That's hit out to right field. McArdle started back, but then comes in and makes the first out of the inning. That's hit sharply into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. So Kirion on first. McArdle moves over to second. That's sort of celebrated as Richie's. That hit very hard into center field from Greg Bird. But no problem out there for the home run hitter, Cade Fergus, one away.
That was not the story I was expecting.
That's hit to right field. McArdle, no problem at all. 3 up, 3 down. Continues for Jason Lott. No runs, no hits, nobody left on here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top of 7.
And the 2-2. Flared, shallow right center, tough play, and it drops down for a hit. About 30 minutes south of Fort Worth, Texas.
Must be
The decisive swing right now, 2-run home run in the 5th. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. Throw to second, not in time. To Cade Fergus.
Throw is a little high.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss.
That's a big strikeout. Oof.
And a called strike number 3. Dale down looking on a backdoor breaking ball. So big swing and a miss, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for McGraw, and 11 consecutive aces retired. Now towards right center. And a third consecutive 3-up, 3-down inning for Adelaide pitching. We go to the 8th, and Melbourne trailing 3-1. Games decided by 2 runs or fewer. And we said yesterday in the post-game show, it's called strike number 3 on the outside corner. Here's the 2-2.
Good.
Called
pitch.
strike 3 at the knees. That's a beauty from Rutsky.
Great pitch.
3 up, 3 down. Whitefield with 4 hits in this series. Up the RBI in that second inning, but here he's down on strikes. 2 outs. 2-2. Out towards left center. Long run over. Fergus can't get there. Cuts it off on the warning track. Glendening up to second. And he's got a stand-up double. Greg Bird steps to the plate now as the tying run.
As you mentioned, lets Bird come up to the plate. We'll get a look at it here.
Haven't played all that well in the calendar month of December. There's a swing and a miss. And Joey Steele with another strikeout. That's well struck. Right field. McArdle. That's not McArdle. They've made a defensive switch. So right fielder makes the catch. Looks like Liam Spence out there in right. Ripped into left field. That's down for a base hit. Well, Jimmy Kerrigan gives the Aces the base runner they need. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Van Steensel with 3 saves in the series. A tight series from start to finish, but a frustrating weekend. The Aces end up losing 4 of 5 to the Adelaide Giants.